Here's the link if you want to join. Copy and paste in another tab, and then I'll let you in. And we're in Golden Galaxy. So now this place. We'll skip. Gotta get to Spencer. Looks like we gotta get Spencer to tip my terminal. Wrong way. Mm. No, wrong way, wrong way. So. Mm-hmm. They're floating a minute. Well, screw the slate delivery. Just. Mm. 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 Hey Trevor, how are you? I'm Dax. How are you? I'm good, Trevor. Yeah. What game is this, Trevor? You ask. It's Roblox. I'm playing it. I'm playing this. I'm actually playing Roblox, Trevor. You can join me in the stream if you'd like, and I can show you what Roblox is like. But this one's called Golden Galaxy. Hey Trevor, I'm just playing Roblox.
Okay. I was wondering what this game is.
So so we got some different worlds to teleport to. This one's Waterton's Great Figure 8.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the music here. It's like a remix of Jobs Aplenty.
Yeah.
There's all. We've also got some engines with features like Diesel being a space professor there.
Yeah. I also saw some of the narrow gauge engines earlier.
It's on Micro Galactic Gauge Railway.
Oh, galactic gauge. Interesting.
The theme is a combination of the Skarloey Railway themes from season 9 and 4. They use Skarloey's hit era theme in one part.
Uh-huh. There's Duncan.
You can out of all I was about to do a slate delivery when some of the cars kept hovering off. But and we got Peter Sam over there.
Yeah.
For the smaller engines, toy whistles. We got alternate was don't derail. This one got the racetrack. It's like Rainbow Road.
Yeah, like in Mario Kart.
This has a remix of Let's Have a Race. The first destination is Tidmouth Terminal. And there are some Game Pass engines included. We got Dennis over there. And I'm going to use Emily to do this one of the express runs to a different planet.
Yeah. Why does Emily have the number 7?
I have no idea, but apparently it's the only planet you can't teleport to is Funger Forest. Because you won't like what they because you won't like what they did to Toby there.
Oh.
It's like they had it's like they completely botched his character.
Yeah, that can happen.
So it's out of Tidmouth Terminal we go. These are in the side of the My First Thomas Golden Bear engines because you know the whistles. So the bigger engines such as Emily, Spencer, and Murdoch all have the same pitch as the other engines. The alternate whistles from the Golden Bear Lady.
Yeah.
Oh, we crashed. All right,
Crashed into Henry.
there's that green planet Funger Forest. I bet but you won't like this planet because because it's Sodor Fallout, Toby.
Oh, I see.
I gotta. If I can get myself perfect. You hear those bells?
It's kind of hard to hear from here.
But you won't like what they did. Just look.
Oh my goodness.
They're echo, and they also have the scariest one, the Toe Beast.
Toe Beast. Wow.
This planet is the worst and most terrifying of them.
Yeah.
They really have to make Toby a playable character in this game. However, there is an original character in here that has the powers to defeat the Toby zombies and the Tobys called Reuben.
Oh.
You have to press F to shoot at them. But this gets worse when you hit a set of buffers.
Well, that is scary.
The Toby zombies are after me.
You better get out of there.
There are times where they do fall out of this planet. It's like, hey, it's like they're about to come after me when they fall out of this planet. There's Boulder Quarry. This music, and it gives us Bob the Builder, classic Bob the Builder vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And we can see Spencer right there. During one of the Blue Puffball streams, I think my best impression was US Spencer. This music, it sounded like from the classic Bob the Builder series.
What do you like better, the classic Bob the Builder series or the CGI Bob the Builder series?
I choose classic because that's the one I grew up with.
Good choice.
This one is Cranky's Cargo Station. And you can see, we got Mavis, and you can see Cranky bouncing off. That model has his arm below his face instead of above him. And he's blue. And here are the Game Pass engines. You can see that D261, aka Bowler, is gray.
Mm-hmm. And I see Diesel 10 too.
And they got the Hell Truck with Boko's face.
Wow.
They got Stepney using Thomas's body tooling. But Billy is labeled William.
Yeah, I can see that.
So here's Reuben. Uses powers to defeat Toby.
Wow.
This one map is Winter Wonder World. I think this looks like something Elsa would create. They got Stanley in space. And we got this. I was about to do that mail delivery. And there's both this planet and Cranky's Cargo Station have an accordion patch. It'd be like regular Germany and winter in Germany. They got Cosmic Castle. The music in that sounds like something from the Brenner era. And the Calling Planet music, it's my favorite because it slaps hard. It's hard slaps. I even made a mashup of that.
A mashup?
Yeah, mashups with that. And I even started to play the Thomason game Thomas Friends for the Sega Genesis.
Oh yeah, I wish I had that game, but I never did. I was a little toddler when this came out.
You have 6 options to choose from.
Yeah, yeah. There's Toby, Thomas,
Done.
Duck, James, and Percy.
And the Collard and Thomas.
Yeah. I
No,
don't know why they added in a colored in Thomas. I don't see why they couldn't add like Edward or Gordon or something like that.
Henry.
Or Henry too.
I'm gonna try Toby's. Well, you can you can also color in some. So I'm gonna try to color in Toby. Instead of coloring in his side plates and cow catchers and side plates gray, it was this.
Yeah, like in the Railway series.
So I could make a Railway Series TVS RWS hybrid of Toby.
Yeah.
I don't know why they chose to call them engineers instead of drivers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think I should choose. I think I should go with Duck.
Okay. They should remake this game with better graphics, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mistakenly picked Thomas. I accidentally hit this. I was about to hit that right key. I'm gonna try this. There.
There we go.
They also got Duck a Lorange. I can do him in his London transportation livery.
Yeah. Is it so it's like it's so it's like brown, right?
Yeah, or maroon.
Or maroon. Yeah, like Lady. Lady has some maroon.
Or magenta.
Or magenta.
I've been using anime names for these engineers. In these ones, I'm doing Inuyasha names.
Oh yeah, like Kagome.
Or Sango and Kikyo too.
Yeah. Oh, hard. That's a good one.
I'll try Explore. See that dog's face? That's like Edward's face.
It's more like Henry's face to me.
Well, actually, James has Henry's face in this game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try Log Cars.
I have a question. Do you know who Angry Video Game Nerd is?
I do.
I would like him to review some of these Thomas games for the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. I would like to hear his thoughts on them.
I've also been playing the Thomas Friends DOS Amiga game, the pinball version.
Oh.
And let's see if I can find more log cars. There's one. And I'm doing this because since Duck's a strong tank engine.
Yep.
Earlier I did a race with you and did a Toby race in easy mode and be a Tobias and the Half Pariah edition.
Yeah. That's a good fan movie.
For Thomas, I did Annie Clarabelle and his special coach. For Toby, I did the troublesome trucks loaded with gravel. And for Percy, I'm doing the troublesome trucks that are empty. They're called gravel cars and mine cars in this game. I don't know why they chose to call them that.
The trucks and foolish freight cars?
The mine cars and gravel cars.
Oh, sorry.
Then we got our log cars coupled. Now we'll see how strong Duck really is while pulling them. And for James, it was flat cars.
Yeah. If they ever do decide to remake this, they should add in a few new characters like Edward, Henry, Gordon, and maybe Mavis or something.
So one of these times I did. So now you're gonna see what. You're gonna see what. Look at James's wheel configuration there.
Yeah.
It looks like he has Edward's chassis.
Yeah.
In fact, he does.
I can see that. Yeah.
He's more. I should call this Eagle, the red engine from the Railway series.
Yeah. Eagle's the fan name for that character.
I'm gonna try the name Koga this time.
Koga, huh? What character is he from? What show is he from?
It's also Inuyasha.
Oh.
But the thing, I also try. Well, I'm gonna try. Nope, that's J. And I'm gonna try easy.
Yep.
We're gonna see how James copes with these engines. We'll see who's the fastest red engine on Sodor.
Yeah.
You see there, he's got Henry's face.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know why they messed that up.
Now he's back to his sad face.
Yeah.
This is
You won.
it won't. That's what she said. On other times, I like to go at the same speed as like this. It's just to pay some respect.
Yeah.
You can also see that James had Thomas's face on the race level, the race option.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know why they messed up James's wheel configuration.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try explore.
Okay.
I always thought Koga was a female name.
Koga?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find some flatbeds. Well, so it feels like James is important, like James feeling important on getting a special delivery for a very special celebration.
Yeah.
You can also see how their faces were the same on them. There's a flatbed.
I wonder how many freight cars you're allowed to pull in this game. Like,
There are only 3.
oh, you only take 3. I see.
It's like in the one of the Railway Adventures mini game. There's games. There's tasks.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, the only game I was able to play as a kid was the Great Festival Adventure. I wanted to get the other ones, but I never had the chance to play them.
Yeah. But in one of the cutscenes, you could see Thomas's unused season 2 jovial face,
Yeah.
which I think would have cracked you up if you saw that on screen.
Yeah. So there are certain faces that they never used, like the jovial one you said.
We can see a coach that could be used as either Annie and Clarabelle when I play as Thomas. And traveled in a loop. The whistle steamroll comes from the top instead of the middle part. They call that empty troublesome truck a mine car.
Yeah.
But I did get some rare items at some of the train shows. You get some rare items,
Yeah.
such as it was an Ertl Memories of Steam Mallard.
There's an Ertl model of the Mallard?
Yeah, Memories of Steam.
Wow.
This one's rare.
That's cool.
Here's the box it came in. This Kihon Series 1000 from Tomica. This next time I should get the Thomas pack. We got a Thomas lunch box. This mini lunch box.
Cool.
We got a Lionel Thomas Prince electric train system from '94.
Is it like the G scale one?
It is.
Yeah. It's too bad there are only 2 G scale Thomas characters, which are Thomas and James.
Yeah, and this would be the basis I'll use for the unfriendly American truck in Big World Big Adventures.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea.
And be coupled right in front of Bruce the Caboose, and he'll play a trick on his conductor, which will cause the truck to become a runaway and diverted to the track, leading to the smelters.
Yeah.
I also got the Thomas Wooden Railway catalog from '95. This one's also rare.
Yeah. I have some Wooden Railway yearbooks that I still have.
This one has the prototype pictures of Toby. It's a prototype picture of Toby, which should have been the final model to use. Yet the prototype one looks more accurate. Bill and Ben use James's face. Oliver and Peter Samuel use Oliver uses Thomas's face, and Peter Sam uses Percy's face. And this whistle looks like the same. It looks like the one that was used in the Jim Henson's Construction Site series. And it actually had Spencer's whistle for the 1991 to 2000 series. We got past a troublesome truck, which is a mine car. They use mine car. I also tried Toby hauling gravel cars, and he looks like and that would have been a good scene of Tobias and the Half Pariah. I'm gonna try Percy. What if, I would also, one time I colored in Percy blue. Just look at that. He's blue now. Wait, where did you go?
I'm sorry. I was trying to show my face, but for some reason it wouldn't let me show my face. I'm sorry.
Yes. So now I've colored Percy blue, which we never saw him being blue in the show.
Yeah. I remember in the first Railway Series book, Henry wanted to be repainted blue, but I guess they changed that to avoid confusion with Gordon and Henry and the other two unnamed engines.
98462 and 87546. That is.
Yeah, I know.
Whose names are Croven and Alfred.
I knew that.
Since these two have the same voice actor, I think I should call this Usagi.
Usagi, yeah, like Sailor Moon.
And pick easy mode.
Yeah.
To explore. And this one we're going to try to look for mine cars. That means empty troublesome trucks.
Oh, I see.
Nope.
Nope, that's Annie or Clarabelle.
I think it's gonna hit those trains is the new his firebox was on fire.
Yeah.
If Edward and Henry got their roles in that episode, one of their lines would be, what did you just say? It's gonna hit those trains. I'm sorry, but you got us confused with who we are and what we pull.
Yeah. They could have just mentioned their names, Edward and Henry.
What I think it would be better if Kana called them those trains because she's new. I think Kana should have gotten that line instead of Thomas. You gotta see how Percy has a single coupling rod.
Yeah.
One on
I have a question. What is your favorite Thomas game? Is it this one or is it one of the PC ones?
I played Trouble on the Tracks.
Is that your favorite one?
I grew up playing with it.
Yeah. I wish I grew up with it, but I'm glad I got to see it on YouTube.
And one of the goofs was Edward. I noticed was Edward had Oliver's whistle sound.
Yeah.
You can see how dark blue Thomas looks.
Yeah.
But this teal coat might be lighter, but it's more turquoise.
Yeah. I don't know why when you color in the engines, it doesn't affect the one you're using. It only lets you color in your engineer.
Which they should call them was one a driver in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that.
Mm. I'm gonna try to use my name for this. I'm gonna try medium. That face doesn't really look like Thomas at all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to look for Annie, Clarabelle, and Thomas's special coach. And if you click the colored in Thomas, it shows a driver wearing black. Wearing black in a black outfit.
I think they also have dark navy blue outfits for drivers in the UK.
And I also did a push-pull run on Thomas, like in the fan-made story Push-Pull Percy. Like there's special rods and connectors. He can be driven from Clarabelle's cab. He can stay at one end of his train for both journeys. Which is what all engines should have. I was originally calling to call one of them Misato because in the Japanese dub of Evangelion, she has the same voice actress as Sailor Moon.
Wow.
Oh, we got a truck blocking the tracks.
We don't want to cause an accident. I love how the truck is going backwards. You know, we can see the face.
I also want to get the My First Thomas Golden Bear Talk interactive items.
Yeah.
One of these being to face engines towards certain characters. For example, is to things never done before and try and face Peter, Sam, Lady, and Mavis towards some engines. And it mainly face Lady towards James. Now I'm gonna try pinball. Name the Thomas Friends pinball.
Oh yeah. That sounds like fun.
But they made a big mistake on it. Some mistakes include James and Toby are missing their numbers, Percy's wheels are black, and James's lining on his tender and wheel arches are gold instead of black. You can see they're missing their numbers.
Oh, I see.
Because James's tender's cut off.
Wow.
Got the music on and off. And I set the table to the maximum amount of balls. You'll notice something that's odd on James's table. You got to listen closely to the music in it. Toby's theme plays on this table.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Where on the Toby's table, James's theme plays there.
Yeah, they switched that around.
I guess they might have thought Toby was red and that James had cow catchers and side plates. Out of all the tables, this one is the most difficult. Now I'm gonna try again and do Toby's table to show you that James's theme plays on there. It still looks good for a game on the PC back in the 90s.
Sure does.
I'm on Toby's table. James's theme. Yeah, James's theme plays on this table. How could they make that? How did they mess that up?
Yeah, that's what I said.
How could they? Anyways, I went Black Friday shopping at the mall, but however, I didn't see Natalie at Dillard's.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. Well, she did buy me new jeans but she's saving them for Christmas.
I keep losing on Toby's table.
So I'm guessing that Toby's table is the second most difficult, right?
No. This first, I think Thomas's table is the easiest. On Thomas's table, it has the classic theme, and on Percy's table, they actually got his theme right.
Percy's table?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They actually. I wish there was a download for this so that I could switch James and Toby's themes back.
Which of these tables is your favorite?
I'm gonna try. I have to say Percy's. If by looking at the tables, I'm gonna have to say Percy's table.
Okay. Do you want to do Percy's table next?
That's what I'm doing. Because, well, they actually got his. You'll see that it got his theme right.
Yeah.
You see how his wheels are black?
Yeah, I see that, and he's pulling a milk tanker.
And it looks like James is on one part of the Magic Railroad.
Yeah.
You see how they got Percy's theme right?
Yeah, I can see that.
I also like Percy's table because it has the extra ball on it. Jackpot gets bigger.
Yeah.
Mm. And last, we'll do Thomas's table.
Okay. Is his theme correct too?
Yeah, it has the title theme on his table.
Okay.
And it also includes Sir Topham Hatt's theme. He's pulling a coal truck and then there's an Owen Bell style illustration.
Yeah, I also remember that this illustration was also used on one of the TV Teddy VHSs where they were showing some Thomas episodes, like Thomas and Bertie's Great Race.
And Trust Thomas.
Yeah.
It has the title theme. And on one of them it says Carriage Collected.
Yeah.
Look at that, Carriage Collected.
Yeah, I can see that.
This also has the flags of the UK on the cover for this game. It has the flags of Germany, UK, France, and Italy. We could also see the flag of Germany and Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
I didn't know that.
I'm gonna try and just Orange and Go sound effects used this Diesel's horn in a higher pitch. Wiki, so and type in Germany. Hey, oh, you can see it right there, the flag of Germany right there.
Oh, I see. And
There's also what? The flag of the Isle of Man.
oh, that's the flag of the Isle of Man. That's the red one. I thought that was the Soviet Union flag at first.
Yeah, it makes me think there should be some German locomotives in that movie.
Yeah, like the Markland locomotive.
This DB Class 80.
Yeah.
This DBBR 80, like a DRBR 86, or even a DRBR 18 that would push Diesel 10 faster until he overheats. Or even in Frida before CGI.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. We've also got Japan. They got Sir Takabushi Hideki.
Yeah, some of these Japanese names are hard to pronounce.
And they got a J. I don't know why they. I had no idea why the jet engine wasn't strong enough to push Thomas and this coach.
Yeah, I don't know why. Must be lightweight.
Also went to WCO Stream, and surprising enough, they had Sailor Moon, Sailor Stars on it.
Wow.
We also get to see some characters we never saw in the Deke or Cloverway dubs. New characters that were only exclusive to this season.
Yeah, like the Sailor
The
Stars.
Starlight, the Starlights, Seiya. It's more schoolgirls. This one, who is her name, Sonoko Ijuin. And she's the leader of the softball tournament.
Yeah.
She also has the same voice actor as Eugil in the Viz dub as Aaron Fitzgerald. This could be one. I took a dub comparison and they sounded a lot similar.
Yeah.
This also introduces Chibi Chibi. After it should be interesting if Rini and Chibi Chibi met. And that this it introduces the Sailor anime mates too, such Sailor Lead Crow, Aluminum Siren, Iron Mouse, Tennaiko, and their leader Sailor Galaxia. You can see Sailor Lead Crow there. A little Aluminum Siren. Aluminum. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna. Another thing, I've also been looking up some Evangelion, some footage from Evangelion.
Yeah.
Like 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time, and it actually has some train scenes in it. The one I would choose being the steam engine is a C-58 number 3 is this of course is a JNR C-58. So just wait for it to load and let's see which one. C-50 number 380 or 89. Don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's the C-58 number 389. And my reaction after the movie is I got into a run of that doing a mixed delivery of those passengers and the coaches and these trucks to the Oigawa Railway.
Yeah.
So they could have made more faces for those trucks to mask them as troublesome trucks, and use one the D-51 locomotives to dress as Hero. Or
Yeah.
even better, use one of the Series Zero engines to look like paint as Kenji.
Yeah. Or maybe have one that looks like Kana but without the eye color.
Like a CGI Kana.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I still think she should have said it's gonna hit those trains instead of Thomas, because she was
Yeah.
new.
I agree because she's a new character. And I also like the original concept that she was going to be Kenji's sister, which would make some sense, in my opinion.
and would use a Japanese accent.
I agree. And I thought of a good voice for her.
Is it somewhat Loretta Jaffalis then?
Well, I was thinking like Lauren Tom, who was the voice of number 3 from Codename Kids Next Door, and that character is Japanese. Because, Kana's young, and I think she can be Kenji's younger sister.
Also, another thing in Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon Time was this. It's just like the workshop in Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I could just put in a Japanese tank engine with an 040 wheel arrangement, which I have seen on Google Maps and one of the museums. Japan Railway Museum. Japan Rail Museum. It should be one that has some. I think there should be. I think it's at the Kyoto Railway Museum.
Wow.
Yeah, we got one of the tank engines. They even got some of Hero's bases.
Yeah. It would be cool if we get to see more Japanese characters. Like, imagine if one of them was named after Sora from Kingdom Hearts, because Sora is a Japanese name.
Or even called one named Makoto.
Makoto, that's a cool name.
If like, I should have to choose one of these engines to be painted sugar pink, even though it would be a male character.
Yeah. If I were to make a Thomas character that's a male character and is painted pink, I would name him Pinkerton or something like that.
It'd be this tank engine. This is what they choose for the Oigawa Railway Lady.
Oh yeah.
Or even choose a new one that looks like Duncan.
Yeah. She looks kind of like Rosie to me.
Yeah, that's
because of the side tank.
I'd have that engine be in here. So she'd be the only 040 tank engines left running in Japan. Even though this one, and we use the same sound effects that Lady departed from. I mean, there were Japanese sound effects that should be. But I also like a long view area of the station shot.
Yeah.
These rail cars. And wait, I haven't told you the characters' names from Evangelion.
Oh yeah.
So the protagonist is Shinji Ikari in blue. Rei Ayanami, she has the blue hair. And the English girl in 2.0 to 3.0 plus 1.0 is Mari Makinami Estrilis. And the German girl who's introduced in episode 8 is Asuka Langley.
Yeah.
In the original dub, she was called Asuka Langley Soryu, but in rebuild, she's called Asuka Shikinami Langley.
Okay.
However, those two girls, the two do not use the accents. Do not use their respective accents, even though their actresses can do them.
Okay.
And for the C-58, I was originally thinking it should use the Canadian National 3254's old whistle, but I think it should again be Toby's 3-chime steam whistle.
Yeah.
And Sailor Moon, it should be labeled used for Serena overlapping her crying, and for me when my face turns red and steam comes from my ears.
Yeah.
And we got some classmate characters. This one being Hikari Horaki. She looks like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Maybe she could be Dorothy's Japanese twin.
Yeah, she could be.
They got Sakura Suzuhara, she's introduced in 3.0. Midori Kitakami, who is a pink-haired girl. Oh, I got to search Evangelion Battlefields cutscenes. There she's Sakura. And got Kaoru Nagisa Misato. Oh, I've also subscribed to a YouTuber called Roblox Videos, Thompson Prince. Apparently, he looks like he's Brazilian. And the first piece of music he uses for the videos is Jeremy Blake's 8-bit Power Up.
Wow, look at that.
And he mainly does Train Accidents 2021. Wait, they used Rhaenyra's face for Ivo Hugh.
Yeah.
And you can
Bill or Ben.
It's Bill. They got Diesel and Hector. It's strange to see Diesel having a white running board. Never seen Stanley and Spencer before. With Spencer, they got Billy being just Billy again. Like he sorted out the wrong gauge of trucks.
Yeah.
And would soon get his comeuppance.
Yeah, Billy deserves comeuppance.
Molly being a repaint of Edward. Stepney was about to come loose. Neville. I always think of Neville and Rebecca as cousins.
What are they like from the? Are they like from the same railway?
They both have square designs.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean.
This is one of Murdoch's unused faces.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember there's also an unused face for Harvey, which was an angry face for Harvey.
So out of all the Evangelion characters, I have to choose Asuka as my favorite because not only is she German, but like her, I can get grumpy at times as well and not take anyone too kindly. So, like at first, or not mainly all the time, and do against someone. And that red was my previous favorite color. And like her, I also can speak fluent German. I have to say, out of all of them, you would have to say that Mari's your favorite because she is British. I'm gonna try a white. You see, there's you got Mari Makinami Istrilis. You got English in Evangelion 2.0. Ryoji Kaji. They're speaking fluent English.
Yeah. So is this like the reboot of Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Yeah,
Which one's better, the original or the reboot?
I have to, I either one would be just fine for me,
Okay.
but there's Mari from the past, but future Mari has shown completely with her hair down. We got this one is we've also got Asuka and Mari wearing white plug suits on. That's how they put on the plug suits.
Yeah. Nice suits.
So I did get some stuff from Tony Square Mall, but I think I should show you tomorrow after work.
Okay. And I'll meet you at the East Warren Theater at 3:30 because the movie starts at 3:35, right?
Yeah. It's Kotobukiya. The Kotobukiya. They have some Kotobukiya figures of the MLP characters in anime design.
Oh yeah.
It
That's cool.
makes me think they should have their own anime.
That yeah, just like with the Powerpuff Girls Z.
We've got. I was originally going to make these characters British locomotives, but since they have American accents, I will stay to their country of origin, being the US.
That's a good idea.
For
Or maybe even Canada, because the My Little Pony Friendship's Magic was made in Canada.
I don't know if our Rainbow Dash engine figure should be a PRRS1 or a streamlined K4.
Okay.
Possibly a K4, K4, or actually I think should be a better diesel engine or electric because they're the fastest.
Yeah.
Whereas Lightning Dust could be being the S1.
What's your favorite My Little Pony character?
Rainbow Dash herself.
Mine's Fluttershy.
How I believe her voice and Andrea Libman's Flutter's voice for Flora should be US. Fluttershy's voice would sound perfectly on Flora, but only in the US version.
Yeah, I agree. Same for Molly. It might work for Molly too, because Molly's also kind of shy and yellow.
And I don't think they should. Don't think any of them would use Toby's 3-chime steam whistle, apart from either RD or Applejack. Maybe it should be called use as Applejack's whistle at a lower pitch to pitch down to sound like Hero. We got the I also been looking up to more German trains.
Yeah.
Which is the DRBR86. This is a powerful tank engine.
I forget which one's your Which one's your favorite German locomotive?
It's the Class 10.
Okay.
Because it's Frida's basis.
Oh, I see. Thank you for reminding me.
You can see there you can clearly see it's Frida. If they rebuild build the 10-0 for the Dale with Thomas events in Germany, I think they should definitely repaint the 10001 into Frida.
Yeah. And if they do decide to bring back Big World, Big Adventures, and if they're going to introduce Germany, they should definitely bring back Hugo as well, because Hugo is a pretty good character in my opinion.
And or he might have accidentally taken the wrong turn and ended up through the magic buffers. There's back to Germany.
Yeah.
They've also got we also got a Deutsche Bundesbahn BR-53 locomotive. This one, the locomotive looks like it's cursed.
Looks like a Malay.
Like a mallet locomotive.
Oh, I pronounce it Malay with a silent T at the end. But it does look pretty cool.
It's the DRBR-24 locomotive.
Yeah.
They've also got the DB Class 80. There's one of them that's on a museum painted white. And another one of them. So that is the engine from the Markland range we see in the series. We got a DBBR 78 locomotive. How powerful that engine is.
Yeah.
It's a big one. Big. So
Oh, it looks like a really big tank engine.
We've also got a DBBR 52 DBBR 52. One of these being at a station in Leipzig.
Yeah.
And of course, then I got a DBBR 18 steam locomotive, which if I had to do the Evangelion characters as steam engines, then I think this is what Asuka should be based off.
Okay.
Because it said on her profile, born in Germany.
Yeah. It would be funny if there was a new Thomas character that's named after Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wouldn't that be kind of funny? Aside from the road finisher from Big World Big Adventures, if you know what I mean.
Yes. What if they had a scene where they banish Ace to the Shadow Realm?
Yeah. They should add in memes to the show. That would be pretty funny. I mean, SpongeBob had memes in an episode.
When it should be and it should be for Squidward. It's I'm banishing you to the Shadow Realm. No! What? That didn't work. Let's try this again. I'm banishing both of you to the Shadow Realm. Nope. Nope. Dang it. Barnacles. Better. That would be a good scene. Should be nice job, Squidward. Who's going to run the Krusty Krab now? I'm also banishing you to the Shadow Realm. Even better.
Yep.
And for Mr. Krabs should be, I'm banishing you to the Shadow Realm, Mr. Squidward, because you're fired. No! Much better. For Plankton, it's, I'm also banishing you to the Shadow Realm. Do
you like SpongeBob?
I'm average to it.
That's fine. I can understand. If I were to make a top 10 Nickelodeon shows, I put SpongeBob as number 10 because it's one of those shows that's overstayed its welcome.
Yes. We got Driver 3 Joe right there.
Yep.
We got a a BR-38 or a P8 locomotive, that is. They've got in DBBR-10 number 10002. Only 2 of these were made.
Wow.
We got the train whistle origin Southern 4501, but in a higher pitch. And that was where Toby's 3-chime steam whistle came from.
Wow.
When it should be the SpongeBob version of the Shadow Realm meme. I mean, it should be alternate ending. I'm banishing you to the Shadow Realm. No, nope.
I have a question. Do you like Toby's new whistle?
I do.
That's good to hear.
If I were to make a Sailor Moon episode in it, it should be called Serena's New Whistle, where it should be a prank to overlap the sound of her crying to be fitted with a loud steam whistle. So during her attacks, the sound of her supersonic waves will actually be a 3-chime steam whistle.
Yeah.
If I can get now back to the now for the SpongeBob Shadow Realm memes, it's I'm banishing you two to the Shadow Realm. Nope. We got you, and you barnacles. No. That would be much better. Bikini
Yeah.
Bottom would be completely different without Squidward.
Yeah. Although I do feel bad for Squidward sometimes.
There are some moments where I did like him, called Best Moments of the Most Despised Nickelodeon Character. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Here's just one of the examples. How about that?
Yeah.
How is that for a sound change?
Yeah. Sounds like a great idea.
Maybe they should definitely use Toby's 3-chime steam whistle for that.
Yeah.
I gotta try this. Even pitch it downward, or even if it was trying to do a long toned. Let me do a long toned version of in the original Japanese dub. It's like putting an American steam whistle on a Japanese locomotive because it would be fitting.
Yeah.
Just one of the other examples.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah, definitely use Toby's 3-chime steam whistle.
Yeah.
And use a 3-chime. I've also like this channel of Mina videos We've got mainly from the Viz dub, mainly from Crystal. This is where we see the gender bend version of her. Right there.
Wow.
And she still retains her usual voice. If I had to, I think that should be either be me in the series, me looking presentable to Mugen Academy. There was like those but without the glasses and with musical notes on my shirt, my uniform.
Okay.
And however, Jupe's and Mars Biz voices would suit them perfectly today because how old they sound. And they've also, what I also liked was used 3-chime steam whistle. That should be called in Evangelion should be called used as a C-58 whistle.
Oh, okay.
And got it's called Southern 4501's whistle synth whistle. Whistle on synthesizer or should be called Toby's 3-chime steam whistle on the synthesizer. I think that should be a I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Yeah. I've done a trick where I do 2 tabs at once, and I play a video, and I play another one that plays music over that particular video.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid to upload it because I'm afraid I'll get copyright striked.
You cut. But this was the scene they had to cut out. Serena taking another bite, and then this. It wasn't all that bad. And then it should have Toby's 3-chime steam whistle on synthesizer coming out for that. It should also be labeled used as Rini's whistle at a higher pitch.
Okay.
And well, the Viz dub of episode 146 of Super S is worse. That Spoiled Kids take in the Viz dub, it's completely worse. I thought the Cloverway dub was bad in the Japanese, but the Viz dub takes it to a new level.
Oh.
But for Duchess Urbina, it sounded like her voice was the same in both dubs, but a different voice actor. There's the normal pitch. I also pitched the whistle down to sound like Hero. You faintly heard it on Mixcraft as an MP3 file. That would be the pitch of Rini's supersonic waves attack. Maybe if these were new characters in Thomas Events, then in one of the games they should use Hero's whistle at different pitches.
Yeah.
For example, Rini sound like this.
Yeah.
Of being the loudest whistle anyone had heard in Japan. The next one we got is even better if they use Thomas and the Magic Railroad sound effects for that.
Yeah.
For example, the engine sound that was on Thomas is the small engine puffing. The engine sound used on Lady is the used for medium-sized engines.
Okay.
The Southern 4501. They also got the Hogwarts Express whistle on synthesizer.
Yeah.
They got a real. And the one, it sounded like the whistle came from an A4, being Spencer's basis.
Yeah.
They got the original name for this engine was Alton Hall.
What hall?
Alton.
Or Alton Hall.
I also liked watching some scenes of the Polar Express.
Yeah. Polar Express is one of my favorite Christmas movies.
I even liked the movie Elf.
Oh, Elf is really good. I love Elf. I know some people don't like it, but I love it.
It better if they sped some footage up or slowed some down. It should remain in this on this stream. If I go, we all go. You win anything? 6-inch ribbon curls there. It was 6 inches. And then it's who even are you? What about a Santa Claus? No, you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one is another funniest moment. Even if they caught the ripping the beard part after he's saying, "You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa." Like he roasted them.
Yeah.
Cheese. You don't smell like Santa. Like roasted.
Yeah. That's like one of the funniest scenes in the whole movie.
Like, if I had to choose, another Trains Crashes episode 2, it had the Flying Scotsman, Mallard, even the 2009 Trains Thomas.
Yeah.
The Canadian National 2661, which is a 280, which I think they should use in Sailor Moon during the World Tour episodes. And for the American Rail Tour, it should be Thomas with his Annie Clarabelle and Mallard with these 4 LNER teak coaches, then the Flying Scotsman tagging along.
One interesting thing about the Flying Scotsman is that in the Great Race they added those smoke deflectors.
Yeah, and they can extend.
That's pretty cool. Even though
For
even though he never had that combination in real life, but
I
it was still
prefer,
cool.
yeah, I prefer him without the deflectors.
Yeah. That's fine. I understand.
I think this should be the engine they should use for the Canadian Christmas Express.
Yeah.
American/Canadian. I think that would be a think think it'd be a good role for that in Sailor Moon, being the driver of that engine, being of that of it's one of the characters inside the cab, and the 2009 Thomas has the Magic Railroad steam sounds.
Yeah.
That's what they should have used on Lady, these small puffing Magic Railroad sounds. We could also hear the sound ideas train brake squeal in the it was first heard in the movie Our Man Flint. It should be called in that episode. It should be used for the Canadian National 26661's wheels braking. When you apply the emergency brake, like the train brakes, is it
Yeah.
also has also heard in Planet of the Apes during this scene. It'd be used for an ICE-3M when it tries to when the wheels are trying to brake. What else we got? We got the great. So they also had some German locomotives in The Great Escape. There's one. The first one was a DBBR 70 or 78, and the other one then being another was a BR 50, and not. There's another one. They had two BR 86 steam locomotives. There's the 78 tank engine.
Wow.
It's powerful. Which one though? Where's 78 tank engine? Where's the 86? There's the 86 tank engine. Now I don't know if that one is a class 50, class 44, or a class 52. But we got another BR 58. We got a Hugo train crash scene.
Oh yeah.
This was the crash that inspired A Better View for Gordon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
I also used the sound ideas train brake squeal for the Polar Express observation car braking scene. It makes me think there should be a Sailor Moon episode where they're in the UK and Scotsman's British Rails livery tender connects from his his water tender along with the coach that came with the Duchess trains pack, the only blue-gray one. They're inside the coach one of them are inside the coach, and and surprisingly enough, it has a brake handle, and somehow like this, like this. And and you can see that the wheels are still moving. They're really the brakes on those cars would the well the car well the well the well the brakes on the coaches would make the turn engage harder, not turning it constantly to make it engage.
Okay.
And a simple hit like that would crumple the observation area.
Yeah, this scene makes me dizzy.
Uh, and instead of crumpling through the buffers, they should go through them just like this. And the magic buffer sound effect. They got a Toy Story 3 opening where Woody accidentally applied the locomotive brake handle. Yep, that was the wrong lever to apply it. What my guess is he couldn't tell which one was the train brake and which one was the locomotive brake. Meanwhile, the trucks are in it like, on, on, on. But why wasn't the caboose braking at that? It wasn't actually braking. But also, what I also liked in Toy Story was Woody's his reaction when Woody actually spoke was this.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to be traumatized by this scene once.
You gotta try the Polar Express. The conductor's line from when the boy is trying to get on board is reused for Billy. Used for the scene when Billy wants to get on. I remember that clear. B. How come that didn't wake the Hero Boy's sister up? That baffled me. This didn't wake up anyone else?
Yeah.
That's what baffled me.
You mean the screeching that didn't wake anybody up in the neighborhood?
Yeah. Like
I
the
think
sounds.
It's supposed to be like a magical train that only the kids can see or something like that.
But the Hero Boy's sister couldn't?
Probably because she believes in Santa already.
But he doesn't. But he didn't at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about this movie is that most of the characters have no names. I kind of wish they had names or something like that.
Now, how's and you gotta look at how's that for a size of a steam locomotive? It's like a monstrous beast.
Yeah.
It's completely oversized.
A lot of locomotives are like that in real life.
Oh, mm. Also, for the caribou conversation, maybe they should have just blown the whistle to get the caribou off the tracks. Why couldn't they do that? Uh, I also liked it when, almost like the scene where the engine was going as fast as she could down the hill.
Yeah. Yeah, that roller coaster scene was pretty fun. Especially when the Polar Express went on the ice.
So a steam engine that weighs that 456,100 pounds didn't crack the ice, but yet a tiny cotter pin caused all of this.
Well, it's just a movie, so it doesn't matter too much.
Should be there to slow down. I remember that loop for the Polar Express chuffing being used for some Roblox engines.
Yeah.
I can't think of any German locomotives that would use that puffing. Other than possibly the BR-86. This one. So it's in this scene, they should, like, they're disconnected from the Flying Scotsman's water tender. Only the British Rail's water tender and the coach, the only blue-gray coach that came with the Duchess, they're starting to roll.
Yeah.
And they even have. It was at that moment the hobo knew he messed up.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the hobo is a ghost.
And how is this for a sound change?
Yeah. Sounds neat.
What I also liked was the fake Santa fight, but it should be sped up. Been...
Yeah. Yeah, when he speeds things up, it makes it funny. It can also be funny if you reverse the clips and then the characters talk backwards.
Shove. Yeah, clearly is a fake. looks like this. He's not that. He's not that relatable.
Yeah.
It was like you sit on a throne of ice.
Throne of lies.
He's a liar. You can tell it's a fake Santa because they color the eyebrows.
Yeah. And how fake the beard looks.
You sit on a throne of lies. You don't smell like of beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa. Oh, it'd be funny if they were roasted. If he said that.
Yeah.
He's a liar. You disgust me. How can you live with yourself? You sit on a
throne of lies.
You're a fake. Yeah. Amazing. I've my beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa. Remember, don't show this to the little kids.
Right. It's rated PG for a reason.
Well, another thing that I had to was another user that lives in here was called a Sailor Moon user. It's called Ochiba Wolf.
Ochibo Wolf?
Yeah, right there. She is in the same. She lives in this close town next to us, that being Wichita.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I've watched her videos and commented on some of them. I also have been to. I also looked at the German steam locomotive museum. Not only do they have Frida Spaces number 10001, they got a narrow gauge ride, which very much like the German version of Duncan.
Yeah.
Use
Or
that one as Duncan.
yeah, it also kind of reminds me of Millie too, in terms of the size.
This is like the German version of Murdoch.
Yeah.
It's a white BR-86. Should use that as a ghost engine.
Yeah. So are these pictures in Germany?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got this strange looking tank engine.
Looks like a camelback.
A German camelback, yeah. So can't go very fast, and use the coal from the SpongeBob Oceanic Express as cab to put in some. While
Yeah.
it's like it fill up with more coal, use all the coal from the Oceanic Express so that the smoke would turn black.
Yeah. I
We
heard
got
that camelbacks are illegal to use nowadays because of the heat in the cab.
the 10001 again. They should have this one running as Frida.
Oh yeah. And repaint her as Frida.
Give her a face.
Yeah.
I don't know which German engine should. I don't know which character would be based off this. Or this tram-like tank engine. It almost looks like a tram engine there. Partially. They got a German version of Dustin. There's a BR-75 locomotive. They got a German version of George.
Wow.
Let Frida again. I have to get there. Oh yeah, there is a BR10. Is the 10001 is also at the Wichita Toy Train Club and Museum. There's a model of it there,
Oh,
and that's the engine I choose to run on the racetrack. This says it does remind all of us of Frida. We got.
I'll have to remind myself that the next toy train exhibit in Wichita would be February 5th.
That's what I think. Yeah, we got. Oh, we got another DB Class 80.
Okay.
DB. South Germany Railway Museum. They should have a German diesel something, or even some German experimental engines that are based off of these.
Yeah, there's a lot of German locomotives.
And I've also, I mean, apparently one of these museums has a French locomotive. I've also even looked at the National Railway Museum in York. I got Mallard.
Yeah. The Mallard's pretty cool.
Oh, he should be an actual Thomas character, being boasting on how he's the world's fastest engine
Yeah.
and sounding upper class. I was originally going to give him a Scottish accent.
Yeah, I think it would make sense if Mallard had a British accent instead of Scottish, because Spencer is also British.
And they got, I think this one's a Czech locomotive, and a ran right D class. This was, I was originally going to have an Evangelion. I thought Mari's basis was going to be based off this first, but now I'm
Okay.
guessing it should be this.
Okay.
Got they should have a scene called Mallard Returns to the Main Line. Should be real life. This one should be dressed as Emily. This one would be Stafford. And got. If my favorite of these A4s is Dominion of Canada, because it has a bell.
I also remember there's the Dwight D. Eisenhower that's also Mallard's brother.
Okay, so here's Dominion of Canada.
Oh.
And they got a police car on the rails.
Yeah, like Flynn, except it's a
Or
police car.
or Winston.
Or Winston, yeah.
If they should have Dominion of Canada running, then she should push that police car.
Yeah.
Back to the Future Part 3 all over again. They got
Yeah, I need to watch the Back to the Future series just to give it a full chance.
And in Part 3, it should be one of Thomas's USA tours where he goes on the Back to the Future Part 3 route but takes the straight track. Another one of these would be the Lone Ranger with the Union Pacific 119 and the box cars, the freight cars completely in front of him. Oh, they got Wadden, one of Stepney's brothers.
Wow. Where's this museum?
Montreal.
Montreal, Canada?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know one of Stepney's brothers was there.
And got this should be a new Thomas character for that.
Yeah.
And Pip or Emma, Wadden. And we got another engine from Europe here, and a third one, and this one is a French locomotive.
Cool.
I think I should call this one Camille and give her a French accent.
Yeah. If I were to name a French locomotive character, I would name it Pierre.
And one of the French engines should reuse Lady's Whistle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the Strasbourg Railroad. Now, they should truly make a dummy model of Lady for the Day Out with Thomas Magic Railroad tours.
I agree, cause some of the places in the Strasbourg Railroad were filmed for Thomas Magic Railroad.
They should have the 475 and Thomas and Lady all lined up.
Yep.
Well, what if the 611 joined in too?
Yeah, if that was a Thomas character, I would name it after Pocahontas. Wouldn't that be interesting?
This being one of America's first streamlined express engines.
Yeah.
Name it after the Disney princesses, who's the only one who's based on a real girl.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to be honest, I like the Disney version of Pocahontas better than the real life story because the real life story is just tragic.
They've got the Strasbourg Railroad Mavis. So what could be next? A Strasbourg Railroad Toby?
Or maybe Hank, because Hank's from Pennsylvania Railroad.
Because one of his class still survives, so maybe maybe they should have repaint their only K4 as Hank.
I agree.
I got the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. I heard that I saw an engine that looked like the American equivalent of Henry. I still think these scrapping locomotives is wrong.
I
And
agree. It
still
should be
hating,
outlawed.
it should be outlawed and hating on them. I'm looking at you, Jim Vander Kolk.
Never heard of him.
He does his opinions on locomotives. Also, did his least favorite steam locomotives.
Huh.
I'm gonna Jim Vander Kolk. Number 4-1, he's not. And this one, numbers 4-1, he's not too pleased with.
Oh.
Whereas he does like steam locomotives, but outgrowing Thomas, that's taking it to a new level.
Yep.
There's Reading, they should have one like that as Porter.
Yeah.
There's Jim Vander Kolk.
Yeah.
P2. Cool. There's original Cock of the North. This one should be a Thomas character. And the number 2s were the E2s that was being based off Thomas.
Yeah.
That's another engine he's not happy with. I'm happy about.
Well, it's too bad that Thomas's brothers are scrapped. I mean, I wish they would have at least preserved one or two and remodeled them as Thomas for the Day Out with Thomas events.
Or even this one as Timothy.
Oh yeah, Timothy the fan-made ghost engine.
And the number 1 is the S1. Because it had major wheel slip.
Yeah. There's a lot of locomotives that have wheel slip, especially Rebecca's basis.
Yeah, put this one next to a T1. To the T1 prototype number 6110. Where 6 and trains PRT1. I'm going to look for the prototype. The 61111 should be repainted as Shane.
Yep.
We got an Amtrak Metroliner. We got a bobber caboose. I think one of the original characters, Bruce the caboose, should have 8 wheels and not 4.
Speaking of cabooses, I wonder what Bruno's going to look like in the reboot.
This got a Strasbourg 90. Which one? The cab of an SD40-2.
Ooh.
Got
Well, that's cool. Wooden train set.
and Lego.
Oh, Legos are cool.
Got,
And there's that
got
live steamer.
a GG1. They also have a DD1 here, a PR class H8, but one passenger locomotive number 460. Which one? What else? What else? Oh, they have Thomastown in Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I know there's a Thomas Land in Edaville, Massachusetts, but I wish I could go there, but it's too far away.
Or even better, what would be funny at Dale with Thomas Events is doing Ernest the Engine Car references.
I don't think little kids will understand that reference because that's a parody aimed at adults.
Even if I said the fat controller.
Yeah.
They would just laugh at me saying the fat controller.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even better when I mention Sir Tom Hat, I will even say that, even though it would be somewhat the funniest bit. And what else we have? We got the Colorado Railroad Museum in Golden. Colorado Railroad Museum. Right here. What? A preserved passenger diesel. Rio Grande Southern. Manitou and Pikes Peak.
Reminds me of Caldy, except it's a entirely different class.
It should be the Americanized Caldy.
Yeah. Have you been to the Colorado Railroads before?
I've been to Manitou and Pikes Peak.
Yeah. The only one I've been to was the Georgetown Loop Railroad.
I've been to the Cumberson Toltec.
But that's in, like, New Mexico. Or wasn't it in Arizona?
Thomas Bell. Come on. Railroad River. Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Let's see. Delaware River Railroad excursions. They have an engine called Walter G. Rich. Think that one should move to England. And if there are other American engines on solar, then they should use the terms from their countries.
I agree. Like freight cars, box cars, and
railroads, and each time the engines on the mainland would correct them.
yeah, just like in the Enterprising Engines series. Have you seen the Enterprising Engines that
Enterprising Engine 93.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I have seen him, and even Mega Raptor 94's remake of Duke the Lost Engine. Like Stanley says them too. And Lionel O scale. I do get some O scale, but the only one I have is Diesel. I will get the Lion Chief Thomas. We got Thomas. Suppose this should be Thomas and Clarabelle with the special coach.
Yeah, just like in Thomas and the Missing Coach, or just the Missing Coach, I should say.
And they got LGB locomotives, which they're actually Germanized. There's the Blue Comet. The Blue Comet. I think that has to be my favorite American train pack out of the paywares, with the Coronation Scott being my second favorite. We got a Fairground organ. I have some files that having it playing in the Great Escape theme. And besides, Oliver's theme is a variation of that.
Yeah.
One portion of it sounded like it was the Danger theme from Tugs.
Yeah, that's what I guess that's where it came from. The Oliver's theme came from that Danger theme from Tugs.
Even Spencer's theme is a variation of the Coronation Scott music by Vivian Ellis, because there was some comment saying on one of them.
Oh. I never heard of that.
Scranton, Pennsylvania. It has the Steamtown National Historic Site. Not a big boy in the East, which is odd.
They should totally make a Thomas character based on the big boy.
The Canadian National 3254, and has that whistle sound used for the real engine in Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
Yeah.
We got the green engine from the Baldwin Locomotive Works. For the MLP engines as characters as steam engines, I don't know which ones and the Equestria Girls should come from the Baldwin Locomotive Works, or which one should come from the Lima Locomotive Works.
Either one's fine, but I was also thinking one of the locomotive companies in Canada too.
It should be America versus Canada for that.
Yeah. Sometimes I can't tell the difference between an American accent and a Canadian accent because they sound alike to me. But I know some of them say a boot or a.
Like the Scottish. But when I listened to Headmaster Hastings' voice, I totally heard the difference.
Oh.
Because he's Canadian.
Oh, I see.
New Hampshire is home of Mount Washington, which also has a cog railway. We also got Union Station in Kansas City. You can see that there's a passenger diesel right there.
I see.
I think that one should use Salty's current horn sound.
Yeah.
I've been to this in Kansas City a lot of times, but it is strange here to see a Thomas without a face. Should cover that using a paper smoke box door.
Yeah.
So that it looks like he was traveling on the magic railroad with no face, and suddenly he gains it back.
Yeah.
Look at that. They got a European freight car again. Should be an episode of the Big World Big Adventures there where one of the engines goes too fast and crashes into that freight car, destroying it
Yeah.
to smithereens. Be their
Yeah.
awkward predicament.
What's that?
Think that's a tanker car with a Thomas styled face with cab. But it has no eyebrows. That should be an Ernest the Engine car like character.
Yeah.
There's the passenger diesel. Well, so we got the Wichita back to Wichita. I've also looked at photos of the Wichita Toy Train Club and Museum. Right here, and they have a lot of O gauge there. The 844.
Yeah. That 844 makes me think of the Shine Time Station intro where they used it as the Rainbow Sun.
Before it was the 475, which used the
Yeah.
Canadian National 3254's whistle.
Yeah.
And one of these days you should go. One of these Saturdays you should go there.
To the
Toy Train Club.
Where's the train club?
It's in downtown Wichita on South Laura Street, turning on Douglas.
Oh. I'll think
And
about it.
and it got some in ICE 3M units. Got a class 78. Think that's a class 10. Got the TGV. Maybe I should make new Thomas characters out of these. Especially the class 70, the BR-78. One of Germany's powerful tank engines.
Yeah.
We got a caboose. This is what they call the racetrack. Or some like to call this one the racetrack. They don't even have some old timers on another layout. Makes you think Lionel should release their versions of Hank and Bo.
I agree. Or maybe even Sam from that wooden railway short.
You got some. I've also been to Hobbytown a lot of times.
Hobbytown.
It's somewhere across from Town East Square Mall.
Ooh. Looks like they have a lot of good stuff there.
Yes, they do. They even had some Evangelion figures. Like the robots which the characters pilot.
Yeah, and they use them to fight these mysterious creatures called angels.
And let's just hope that sometime they don't cause the fifth impact. And the last time I was there, they actually had a Hornby Flying Scotsman set.
Wow.
So I'm gonna get it after Christmas
That sounds really cool.
and run it at the Toy Train Club. It comes with the Scotsman with one tender. I have to get the second tender somewhere. 3 LNER teak coaches. That's what they're called, LNER teak coaches. Well, I also looked at some places in Texas. Maybe there should be new Texas characters.
Yeah. I also think about the locomotive that's also named Texas.
There's the old timer.
Yeah, the old timer, Texas.
So the Durango and Silverton, I've been to there, and the last time I was there, I got a Bachmann HO scale James.
Cool.
They also had one of the Chuggington characters too, but I didn't buy that.
Chuckington's okay. It's just not my most favorite show. It's not as good as Thomas.
Well, there should be a Thomas versus Chuggington war.
Or a Chuggington Thomas crossover or something like that.
If Chuggington was animated like All Engines Go.
Yeah.
We've got the Tweetsie Railroad in North Carolina. And I remember one time they left Thomas behind for the event.
I wonder why they did that.
And possibly meant to be a reference to Thomas's train.
I see.
I think that's what it is.
I would like to go there someday.
And it's because the Wild West version of that.
Yeah.
You got the Virginia Museum of Transportation in Roanoke. They got the 611, the 1218, another GG1. So another thing. So naked dash HD XYZ here girls want everyone even you. He has been she's been commenting throughout the stream.
Really?
For the using emojis throughout the stream.
Uh-oh.
Not the Emoji Movie out in the
I know what you're
trash.
talking about.
No.
Just ignore her. She's trying to get attention.
Yeah. Roanoke. Where's Roanoke? The real Polar Express is in Owasso, Michigan. Forgot. Look at this. We got the National Railroad Museum in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Also on the North Shore Scenic Railroad, they have some strange looking American locomotives. We got Minnesota.
Oh yeah, I thought the Minnesota, or you mean the Minnetonka? You mean?
Yeah.
I think it looks pretty cool.
We got that large engine. Minnetonka. Then it's mallet type locomotive. They even got a breakdown crane. It makes me think there should be a big Thomas Big World Big Adventures episode where he's in America and they do have breakdown cranes, and Bo Bo gets a taste of his own medicine. So it turns out that he would prove that old timer wrong. I'd like to be there for an episode of that. Oh, they should definitely repaint this into Dustin.
Yeah. Or maybe even Marshall from the Really Useful Around the World shorts.
Just build another one to look like use one as Dustin and the other as Marshall. Got what else there in? I got the Talyllyn Railway, and I'm going to the Talyllyn Railway in Wales.
I thought it's pronounced Talyllyn.
The Talyllyn Railway.
Yeah, it's a weird pronunciation. I always thought it was Talyllyn when I was a kid, but it was pronounced Talyllyn. In fact, I still have the original 26 books by the Reverend W. Awdry in one book.
I have the complete collection too.
But I also wish they released the Christopher Awdry books, at least all of them in America, because I would like the whole collection, whole new collection too.
They got the Snowdon Mountain Railway. This is actually the real life Caldy Fell Railway. They should use these as the Caldy Fell Railway engines for the Day Out with Thomas events.
Yeah. I've heard some of those engines were dismantled, like Alaric and Eric's basis.
And Godred.
Godred too. Godred's basis got destroyed a long time ago.
During the opening day.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a sad event.
They got smaller and smaller till no last bit of him was left. How embarrassing. And besides, and this is why they never showed an engine getting scrapped on screen.
Yeah.
It would be terrifying.
I agree. It wouldn't be kid friendly now, would it?
Not really. What else? Look at this. We got Day Out with Thomas on the Bell Dell. Got Walter G. Rich with 3 coaches. And 3 coaches plus a single-decker carriage. And this. Maybe the double-decker carriages should be used for an American tank engine, whereas this coach should be used for one of America's express engines.
Well, anyway, I have to go to bed, so I'll see you tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow. And I did ignore this user for most of the stream.
Yeah, don't don't pay any attention to her. She just wants attention.
Yeah, and I know whoever you are, I don't want attention. I know you want attention, but this is not the stream to do so.
I agree.
So I'll just have to remove you from the stream, and then I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Okay. Well, so we got. Well, guys, now that Trevor's gone, so I have to wait for Aiden to come.
Every day, 7 p.m. British time. Society of scammers learned good English. A girl going to the bathroom. Her friends. To your pass. People dislike. You drop. Resist that. Obi. Luke. Me enjoying Thanksgiving. The dishes. My dad. I bought a new console for you. Me. To play on it, right? My mom. Well, yes, but that is. Don't be 7 a.m. Clock. 3 a.m. Me. Me never asking a girl out. 3. Stop. 20%. You think you're better, did Yoda say, when he saw himself in 4K? Family. No idea. Dad. HDMI. £9 removed. Don't let the flame. Would mutated covered very
No.
is concerned. Me hoping for zombies this time. Saturday. Pre-Monday. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because on Thanksgiving. You're clearly dumber. To turn on a light. People who know. People who don't use. Here they come. Swallow pills without water. People who chew their lens and arrest. 2000 to 2010 Gen Z. 1997 to 1990 caught in 7 pixels. About kids who died of dehydration. Join you. Do with a drunken sailor. Behold, the Pie of Sauron. Hated all.
Oh, look at that. We got Erica Hertz in the stream that's being in recolor of Asuka, but only she's wearing one of those.
By accident. Summer fans be lions. Let's invade the earth. You're not making me British. Hurry and stick it in me. 300,000 BC.
I'm gonna try using that since. Gotta show you Erica Hertz. Right there. She's a recolor of Asuka. If Aiden the Wolf Engine is gonna join, please notify your timer. Please notify yourself, even though you are all. Just notify yourself if you're ready to go to join. I'm gonna subscribe to him. Hopefully he should join. So what else should we be there to do? Hmm. Senshi Trio. So Aiden, if you're watching this, then I will let you join in. He said he was going to join, but it doesn't look like he'll come. Well, what's there left to do? Just use Mixcraft again? Hopefully Trevor should be there earlier since, hopefully Trevor has to be there earlier than the time earlier, so you'll see what I'll have to see what I'll show him what I got from the mall. You know what I really think they should leave on Genesis Evangelion? The theme from The Great Escape. Mm. How about like that? What is that? That white blotch right there. It's a little small, but still there. You know, you know, naked dash HD period XYZ dash here girls want everyone, even you. Well, you're commenting throughout the stream. Don't make me be a Squidward. And even though you mentioned I said his name, I actually hate. Actually, he's the worst Nickelodeon character I've heard seen this series. So if you don't, I don't mean to sound like him, but even though I'm saying that I loathe him, just just you actually have to. You actually think you should just get out of this stream. I'm not just to make me more annoying. Uh, but I mean that in a good way. Sakura. Damn bust. Well, anyway, guys, I think that's it for this stream. So, Aiden, if I know that you've missed this, but I know you couldn't make it in time. But please make sure to join me next stream but which I don't know when. But it's a good thing that Trevor was in here to join me. But I gotta go now to bed so I can have enough energy to work and to go see Paramount Clifford movie. So this is Dax Dibburn saying Guten Abend und guten